looks like we are just waiting for the code from Hannes or lppl, and then we would be ready to go. What you know what I like about some of these players, if you can show that. We have Asti Heinz, who we just covered, and what is he doing now? He's playing a match. He just lost in the tournament, but of course he starts another match, and yeah, playing a match. Sure. What else are you doing after 3 hours of TTA?
Last night, Splinter said, "No more TTA. I'm exhausted," and I'm pretty sure I saw him playing TTA for several hours. I'm pretty sure.
So we have a code, and we can load into that. So
Almrak calling me out. I'm completely busted. I played one game. I thought I could sneak it in.
Yeah.
So in this game, in the yellow, we have lppl, who we just saw beat none other than Asti Heinz. And he has started with getting one Engineering Genius. And in the blue, we have none other than Hannes, who's got Cleopatra and the Roman Road. So a lot of good cards, a lot of high value cards from the start.
So what are the what do you think about Hannes doing a pivot to a culture race in this match? Think it'll happen?
Never gonna happen. Hannes is Hannes, and he's always gonna Hannes.
That's actually a really interesting first pick from lppl, because I think Cleopatra, there could be a case made for Cleopatra over engineering with both Roman roads and pyramids. I didn't see the beginning, but Cleo is so strong with those two wonders.
Yeah.
But that's a great start for Hannes. I mean, he got the dream start.
I'm super surprised that lppl didn't grab Alex. Maybe he doesn't like him, but he grabs Library, but no leader yet. So...
Oh wow, he might get just Nostradamus right away. No waiting.
No waiting, just Nostradamus? Maybe. Maybe that's what we're gonna see. And yeah, the bets are live if you guys want to bet. I mean, it's pretty early, you can wait a little bit, but maybe you're confident that either of these guys are definitely gonna take it. And Hannes...
I like Shadow's reasoning. No matter what happens, happiness.
Yeah.
All the pressure's off. I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, awesome to have you finally. I mean, of course I rooted for you. I'm a big fan, you know, but I also was happy when I realized that we would have you on stream a little bit. I was hoping that we maybe get that earlier, but yeah, it's nice to have you.
It's also just what I realized, and maybe just like I was watching some of the games I missed when I was playing my matches yesterday, but it really adds to the viewers when you can commentate on a match you're not playing. So a lot of this, like when we were streaming, we're kind of in the mode, and we have to also play. But when you're just relaxed watching and able to comment, you're able to provide like better commentary because you're not in the pressure cooker.
Yeah,
and it's a better viewer experience.
And you're unbiased. First of all, you don't have a lot of information like the hand. When you're playing, you only have information about your own hand, so you are biased towards yourself, and you have a lot more information for yourself, so you can't do unbiased decisions and critique what the other players are doing. But we don't know anything about these two and their hands, so it's an unbiased and more honest experience.
Thanks, Jim, for the comments. You guys were all awesome. Like I love the cheers from everyone. You guys made this so much fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Has been a blast.
What are the leader wonder row? If I could just quickly peek at it.
You can also watch the game yourself if you want to.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We have the thing in chat. Do you still need it? I can post it again, no problem. So we didn't talk about it yet. We have Zizka, Catherine. Maybe there's Zizka and
LPPL. Have you had Pierre in a game yet?
Yes, but he wasn't. He was last card. We had one game that we spectated fully, and it was the last card and not picked. So yeah, Pierre's pretty shy for the Coubertin Cup II.
So drama will be very important.
Yeah, and very interestingly, lppl took Aristotle for 2 civil actions. He could have gotten Alex for 1 earlier, but he decides to grab Aristotle for 2 now.
What is going on here? He didn't take Nostradamus, or he took Aristotle for 2, but Nostradamus was coming down the row.
Yeah. I mean, Hannes also didn't take Nostradamus. He's happy with Coubertin for now.
And that makes a lot of sense. Wow. That's
something. Definitely.
I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah, you're speechless, and so am I.
I'm actually speechless right now because.
Yeah. I mean, you think he's gonna grab Nostradamus now and then have both leaders in hand, or do you think?
But that's not EA. I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, Aristotle is someone you make use of over multiple turns, so that doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't add up with Nostradamus. So ignores him. But he grabs irrigation, but doesn't get the science from Aristotle, but he grabbed Aristotle for 2. Like, I mean, it was the same in the last game, right? LPPL took theology for 2, and we were like, what is this guy doing? And then he beat Asti Heinz with it, so, I mean, what you gonna do?
I mean, so, like, case in point, he could have started, like, library and then not taken Aristotle, and then now he could have just finished library and done some. He might have gotten a science with Aristotle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to question genius.
Could you possibly make a case for, like, getting an early Columbus, using him, and then electing Aristotle? I mean, Columbus isn't in the game, but
sure.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
Okay, religion is taken by both, probably then. Yeah, both can.
Yeah, Han is not taking Nostradamus makes sense because he had projects to do with Cleopatra.
So Zizka just came out at least for 2 selections for LPPL, maybe, if he wants that. I mean, are we ever gonna see Aristotle elected? If not this turn, and then when is the next leader coming?
His drunk monk style is right.
It's drunk monk style, yeah.
It's just a lot of posturing and feints and confusion.
I mean, the theology is still in. I would not be surprised if we see that again picked for 2 or something. If he likes that card so much.
It was also really weird because both governments came down and he just passed both of them with Aristotle.
We already have a strength match. We have a strength match immediately. 2 legions battling it out.
That did not take long.
Yeah, I mean, it's Hannes, what do you expect? And LPPL apparently likes a strength game as well.
So they both have the same tactic.
Yeah.
LPPL probably has, let's just say Uncertain Borders is in there.
Also, some news from the side. Enderwigan was able to win against Daniel, so the other semifinals, Enderwigan versus Lao Wang. Wow. So we're gonna have one of those 2 guys representing China in the finals. Pretty exciting.
I failed.
Are they gonna wait to play so we can watch?
I don't know, especially because they aren't as active. But we could ask them. But I think it's fine if we don't. We have a start from this game started earlier, so we might still catch the end of it, and I think that's fine. And then we don't have to let the other people wait as much.
I want to see Genghis and Heavy Cavalry to take the lead.
And Genghis Curse was broken by Lao Wang, right? Genghis Curse.
Well, I mean, he has Ziska on a stick right here. Just pop, build a farm, or pop and build a warrior to get strength lead. So that's, I think Ziska's a slam dunk for him.
True, true. Which nation is LPPL? I have no idea. Does anybody know? Apparently not.
GG Daneo.
Hey Daneo, welcome, welcome. You had a tough game against Enderwigan apparently. How was it? Oh, Enderwigan also is not a fan of putting in the correct score. He just puts a 1-0. So we don't know if that was close, but yeah, thank you for participating. And yeah, the dream is over for the streamer slash YouTuber gang. We are all sitting on the sidelines now.
Yep.
We kind of, some of us started out on the sidelines.
Yeah, that's true. But not Hannes, he's still in. He's gonna go for Zizka, grab the iron, build the warrior instead of the farm, that's interesting. And can go for iron next turn. I mean, I think I like it. I think I like his position. And how can LPPL respond? He can't get stronger, really.
Okay, so he didn't do the farm, because I think one, it's an extra bit of strength. So if LPPL upgraded 2 swordsmen, he's still behind. But also he needed to use a civil action to open stockpile, I think. Is that what he did for his final?
Yeah, probably that, alright.
There's really no good time to let it to crack open that stockpile, so that was as good as any.
Yeah, and he's gonna get 1 more population out before the end of the age, probably. So it wouldn't matter if he had 1 or 2 extra food right now. So I guess it works. Especially because LPPL can't get stronger. Can only go up to 8 strength, and then
Theology for 2.
No,
Theology for 2 again. Nice.
No way. What is going on?
Oh, and then Foray for Hannes.
That is huge.
Why does he like Theology so much? And why does he assume that he has to grab it for 2? I mean, Hannes wouldn't take it, I think. I'm pretty sure.
So is this where Hannes just builds like a bread and circus to get stronger?
Maybe, yeah. He can take 1 food from the Foray, increase population, go for 1 bread and circus, and be stronger again.
Just a delay.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know who played the Foray. That we have 3 cards played by LPPL and 1 by Hannes. Hannes maybe still has some information what's in, and he can assume that there's more strength.
I don't think Hannes would play that with Cleo, like doing the infrastructure. So that my guess is that is LPPL's.
Oh,
warrior.
Warrior. Yeah,
Yep.
Doesn't want brand circuses. He wants the warrior.
Although the happiness problem will be real.
Yes.
Because theology is gone.
Especially LPPL can now build just another swordsman. And he has solved his happy faces. He has that theology. So good move by him, I guess. And then the problem... I wonder why Hannes... How much food did he take? It took 2 food. I guess he needed all of that. If he had 1 more food for next turn, the age is not going to enter and then he can increase population. And that would have been pretty nice. But like this doesn't work.
Another explanation is maybe there's Historic 1 or Inhabited 1 or Vast 1. And he's planning on maybe contesting that to solve the happiness problem. But that would make more sense because cartography is coming. I'm surprised he didn't take Bread and Circus, though.
Yeah, that would have been an easy fix, probably. Get more strength, get those happy faces.
When your opponent takes Theology for 2, I don't feel so bad taking Bread and Circuses for 1, even if Pierre is not in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, Hannes left himself with a strange amount of food.
So he did take Theology for 2 in the previous game as well.
Oh, he doesn't build an extra swordsman. That would have been an easy fix for strength.
Whoa, that's so weird.
Oh, vast territory. All right.
It makes sense now.
Are we gonna see some pace in the chat or some all-ins?
I think Hannes is putting in a Legion.
Yeah, he definitely might. And LPPL...
He's playing it like it. He's playing like he just wants to put in a freaking Legion.
Oh, yeah.
Four. He doesn't pull a Legion. LPPL wins it for 2 swordsmen. That's expensive.
A great deal.
You think that's a great deal?
That's a great deal considering Hannes is going to have to disband, probably.
Yeah, but only later.
Doesn't it seem like a lot of Hannes' choices were based on... I mean, maybe there's another event in there, but it seems like a lot of it was based on that.
That he would win that, yeah.
Yeah, because now, like, he can't... He's stuck with food. He can't increase pop unless there's a food event.
I mean, he can take 1 reserve, and then he's fine next turn. He can...
Yeah, that's true.
So he's gonna be fine, but... LPPL paid a lot for that.
Hannes really wanted that cartography 1 turn earlier.
Yeah.
Ooh. Himeji and Unhappiness. Okay.
The LPPL does run out of time for his total.
And Hannes didn't take reserves. He can't increase pop. He has 3 food, so
he's to destroy
still strange,
warrior.
right?
Oh man, unless he has perfect information about the next 2 events.
That either of them
that'll
would give him
help.
food.
Maybe pestilence would be great, right? Pestilence would solve it, and
Good harvest.
Good harvest.
good harvest. Yeah, there's a bunch of events, but he needs information on both to take that risk. I feel. Or he could just disband, I guess. Hans is crippled with so many trash units. Draw down. Love the commentary, guys.
5 guys with sticks again. We have seen so many guys with sticks this whole tournament.
It's all about the baby warrior.
The baby warriors, yeah.
So my take on theology is that if somebody is very comfortable taking that card, they're very used to going military, because theology is one of the most efficient happiness solutions. If you get the religion event, right? There's no like cheaper happiness solution, and it's definitely a war card. It's just a stylistic thing. Yeah, because like the Europeans don't even acknowledge theology. Like if DJ Parson takes theology, it's like a big deal. Like everyone in chat's like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
you've deviated from your printing press drama." Like Shakespeare is very displeased with theology. Let's put it that way.
Probably you're hungry, and I should tell Katie that I'm gonna have another food service very soon. So I don't think we have to wait that long, and then you can see some nice food again. Don't worry, Progress. She might even be watching and seeing that comment and thinking, "Damn, now she has to give Progress an extra meal as well."
What do you think of that vast, guys? What is that worth it for LPPL?
Yes, to deny it, yes.
I think so.
Yeah. He just builds it back up like a champion.
Yeah, and I mean it's 6 resources. You just gotta take it. Cultural influence, so doesn't help Hannes with his happy faces.
No.
Alright, just a disband, I guess.
Also, yes, guys, get in your bets. I'm gonna close them very soon. H1 is over, so last chance for some nice bets. Who do you think is gonna take it, Hannes or LPPL?
Is LPPL BMing with theology? Yes, Franz. I think this is the time to pull out the BM. Is it really that rough for Hannes? I don't know. Hannes is looking okay.
It's 0-1. I always like those 1 cultures bet.
Forbidden City doesn't seem great here. I think he just has to. I mean, he's gonna get stronger with the Meji. He
just
takes Code of Laws.
Philosophies, I tell you, man, they're there to be destroyed. Maybe a little bit early, but he still destroys it.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Philo over a warrior?
He didn't even need the warrior to be stronger, so
Yeah, and he has the extra military actions.
yeah.
Interesting.
So, Elmar, we know that you are very confident that LPPL is in favor here, but Bruna, do you agree? What position do you like more, if it was you?
Were you asking me or Splinter?
Splinter.
I think. Sorry. I'm actually just mesmerized. Can you repeat the question? I'm just literally. I apologize.
Focus on the match too much. Yeah, no worries.
I'm actually mesmerized by this play. But sorry, can you ask the question? Apologies.
No problem. I just wanted to know who. We know that Almec favors LPPL here, but what do you think? Do you agree that LPPL has the better position?
I go with Hannes. I mean, Hannes is the dark horse, and the dark horse does black magic. I'm gonna have to go with Hannes and his genius.
But LPPL does Gutenbeast. Can you argue against Gutenbeast? Also denying the selective breeding. Good move.
I don't want to be like too judgmental because they can see their event cards, but there's been a lot of wasted civil actions is my take on this. I'm just gonna call it out. Like the theology was taken for 2, not used. The Aristotle was taken for 2, not used.
I mean, Aristotle was used a little bit. Got some extra science from it. And he's gonna go for theology at a later point, I'm pretty sure.
That's true. The Goon Beast is always good. Like now we're getting back into the wheelhouse of power in the European circles. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm just kind of, I don't have much to say when I see these, like some of these decisions. I'm just gonna be like, this is genius. I'm just gonna equate this all to genius.
Either genius, it's either genius or madhouse. I don't. It's hard to evaluate until we know the result. Because, yeah, I love it. I love it when I see decisions that I don't understand. Because then I'm like, why? And I want to understand. And maybe I'm wrong.
It's spreading FUD to the commentators as well. Like we're speechless right now.
Yeah. So Hannes denies the call from LPPL, takes breakthrough and revolutionary idea to solve the science. And there's Ocean Liner. So Hannes got denied the selected breeding, but he could still go for the Ocean Liner. Maybe next turn already.
So culture-wise, Hannes is getting into an early lead, but he has no really strong military potential unless he gets rifles. His infrastructure actually isn't as bad as it looks compared to LPPL, because LPPL has no rock production, but he is falling behind in science. Maybe his plan is Maria Theresa for Hannes. I mean, there's a combo right there on top.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
They're both hating each other. One took all the food and one took all the rock.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do with that?
This is very childish. Like, there's.
Would you rather be denied food or resources? I mean, assuming Ocean Liner's not there.
Well, you can't just assume it's not there when it's there.
It's not there. No, just do it.
Really, I think it's very obvious that, like, if you're denied rock, you need civil actions to take all the rock yellows. But if you're denied food, you really have very few options besides colonies.
Yeah, I would say that as well. That there's a lot of resource in the deck with yellow cards and events and everything, but not as much food.
Yep.
A long time ago, there was an article about like a guy who played TTA in the original, and he talked about skipping iron every time and doing alchemies and irrigations. I don't know if you've read this one. I assume you have, DJ Parson.
Yeah, it was
this guy
the Times magazine or something. People of the Year.
It was a featured article in Times.
Ooh!
Ouch!
Do you guys see this?
Whoa!
Hannes, the science Red's coming out. He's the king of Reds.
Oh my god, what a genius! What a genius! Disbanding the lab to get zero.
Yeah, the genius move.
Science.
It's genius. It's staggering. But yeah.
Bow down to Hannes right now. That is heads up. Perfect Dark Ages.
Yeah. I mean, denies LPPL the Conmon if you could get them next turn.
Oh.
Oof.
Brutal.
Oof.
Oh. Wow.
So are we going to see Hannes grab Oceanliner for 4? Probably, right?
I think so.
Oh, it is Hannes though.
But part of it
never
is part of it is that LPPL also has engineering in hand, right?
Sure, he could go for it himself and use it nicely.
Probably with Maria Theresa too, and that would solve his rock problem.
True.
So I think he can't give he can't give both. I don't think he even needs to take Conmon because of that beautiful Dark Ages. Being delayed for 1 turn is enough.
So yeah, does go for it. And what else did he do? Increase pop. Alright, so yeah, he can finish that next turn.
What a bad timing for LPPL.
I mean, imagine if he had the 7 science, he could go for Conmon and be happy.
Good strategy. Oh. Oh boy.
Alright, yes, Catherine can't take Maria Theresa. You're right.
Oh, yes, that's correct.
That's correct.
Ooh. And he wants Wave. He only has 4 civil actions and 3 cards in hand. That theology is killing him.
Well, he has a library, so he can take those reserves. But doesn't take wave, he takes reserves instead.
Wow.
What? The Red King. Put them all in again, boys. All the reds in the chat again.
Hannes is just destroying this game.
Yeah. Disruption. Disruption and nothing else. That's his play style. And it's good for him. The science loss was insane, and now the food that he doesn't need because of the ocean liner.
Oh my god. Perfectly played. And he gets strategy on 1. With Napoleon.
I don't understand LPPL there. He could have grabbed the wave and then strategy would have stayed on 2. So why didn't he grab the wave and
gets Napoleon next turn uncontested? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, rifles. Think you have to take rifles if you're LPPL.
Yeah, I mean against 4 warriors.
And a potential Napoleon, you have to deny.
And he can. He has Conmon now. He can go for that, deny Rifleman, and build something.
Should we put bets on theology? Bets on theology?
Do you need to deny Rifleman, or is it enough to keep it on 3 here?
I think denying it is essential here.
His hand is full. Yeah, his hand is full. He doesn't have a lot of civil actions, so...
Doesn't have Code of Laws.
Yeah.
True, Code of Laws plus Revolutionary Idea.
Yeah, I don't think putting it on 3 is good. I think you lose the game, actually, because what do you have now? Like, he got disrupted on science, which he recovered from, but the food, he's never going to match the food of Hannes, and he'll never be stronger if he gives rifles.
Yeah. I mean, culture is getting close to the production at least, and Hannes will lose a lot when Zizka is gone, and then he's forced into Napoleon, but LPBL doesn't get anything from Catherine besides the culture, so yeah.
Forced into Napoleon. I like that one. Wow, how
theology,
much has
of course, theology.
How much has the times changed? Forced into Napoleon.
Yeah.
I mean, Napoleon was a 3 CA grab every game.
He was actually a 4 selection grab.
Yeah.
If you could pay 4 to pick him out of the deck, you always would have.
Oh wow, rifles on 2.
Wow.
Okay, so this is just not finished. He's getting everything on low CAs. Oh.
Call to arms. I mean, at this point, it's always a tricky question with Call to arms. Sometimes if you don't have a tactic yet, that can pull it for you. So LPPL maybe not too unhappy about that.
It's just with that rock production, he can't do anything. He passed Wave of Nationalism, right?
Yeah, got those reserves instead. But I mean, he's gonna get the Howard College. But Hannes is also only at 4 rock production. He only has two of those irons, so...
So he needs to grab a lot of things here, but team sports, Napoleon, and rifles probably, right? All those he needs. I guess he could wait for organized.
Does he put code out here too?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Although strategy might be more important.
Yeah, he just doesn't have... He's one rad idea, but not a lot of science.
You wait for civil service.
Yeah, but with Revolutionary Idea and Breakthrough, okay, does he just go... I mean, he can go for... Okay, Rifleman and... No, not strategy yet, but Rifleman.
Yeah, I like the passive Code of Laws here. It is too late, and I think strategy is more essential.
Oh, hey, Nakimi,
so if he had more civil actions, you might think about denying Cavalrymen. With only 4, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, LPL only has 4 civil actions now, but there's cannons and cavalrymen, and Hannes has Napoleon and only riflemen. You could play the deny game, but with only 4 civil action, it's hard.
Super interesting because I don't even think denying the military text makes a lot of sense right now, considering LPPL has such low rock production. He's going to need a yellow to make every cavalry. So it's even if he has, like, let's say classic army, it's a lot of work for him to get it off the.
Ooh, man, that hurts. That hurts.
Hannes! Oh my god. It's wrong to give that ocean liners man another man. Oh.
Yeah.
Han is looking so strong here.
Nice.
Oh, and LPPL did build a theology. Excuse me.
Yeah, he did go for it. Is he also going to grab the engineering genius? I mean, he has to be careful with his resources. He can't. I mean, yeah, grabs the engineering genius. Yeah. Okay, I like this turn. Grab the cavalryman, engineering genius for next turn.
Yeah, it's. I think what it is like the 3 bronze game needs very specific things going on. And I think this is a really rough... I think LPBL is going to just have a very difficult time recovering from this.
I mean, Hannes is at 1 science production and... yeah, I mean, no happiness. I guess he has organized religions for that.
It's just that when you have 3 rock, you can't... All your plays are kind of scripted. Like, your opponent can predict all the military...
It's a little bit true when you're at 1 science too, though, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that strategy, it's gonna take 8 turns to make that back. And he's limited in civil actions. He didn't go with the Code of Laws. So, for example, the breakthrough on 3 here, that's more than half his turn. And those cannons as well.
I don't think Hannes will do it, but would you consider scientific method here?
Hannes should actually consider scientific method right now and just build 1 lab straight up.
Why? Why navigation? He doesn't have the science for that. There must be a science colony. I mean,
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I fully expect Hannes to not do scientific method, but I think I would have thought really hard about it there.
I mean, there's also like the leaders and wonders, right? Like, what's the? I mean, Einstein's done, right? He can't do Einstein. Wow, Einstein might actually be a way out for LPPL. He's got insane science production right now.
Yeah.
And with no rock, Einstein is a perfect way to gain culture without sacrificing. Oh wow, this could actually change with Einstein. And Hannes is in no position to deny Einstein. So wait for it to fall.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to grab it for 3 here.
Also, there's cannons and rockets. LPPL could take both of them, and then Hannes doesn't have any artillery.
Yeah.
Risky. I mean, with such low resource production, it's hard to build rockets, so taking cannons could just make that hard too.
Also, can Hannes even research either of those right now?
He can't research anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got 2 science plus 1.
I mean, there must be developed territory in there, right?
Or Cold War.
Oh, Cold War, sure. There's some things that help, but... I mean, he was stronger before that. And if he wanted strength, he would have gone for strategy and not the navigation. So, yeah, some colonies probably in.
We should do a little fun event, DJP, where we show a civilization, and you have to guess which player that civilization represents.
True.
Yeah.
So I'll have like the triple irrigation. Hannes will have 0 to 1 labs. You're gonna have 4 iron, DJP. I mean, that's classic DJP.
Or 5 Brennan circuses. Come on.
5 Brennan circuses.
With Pierre.
Danae will have, 6, whatever, some insane amount of printing presses.
Yep. Nobody knows that I would have. You'd never be able to guess mine.
Yeah, because you never play.
You
would have nothing. Empty picture, nothing.
Yeah. Almarak, what is your defining civilization trait?
That's a great question. I don't even know. I don't know if I had one.
Okay,
That's a good question. I'll think about it.
Cannons.
Yeah. Almarak has just Gandhi.
Yeah.
Just Gandhi. Pray that it is enough.
Yeah.
Hannes is rats.
Iconoclasm. Okay.
Interesting.
Ooh. Might not have been ideal.
Maybe that was LPPL's event.
What leader can Hannes go for? Not Einstein, not Steve Jobs, not Chaplin. I mean, maybe Churchill, I guess.
Yeah,
that's Churchill.
Churchill, Marlena.
Leaders. Yeah, 2 leaders opened up with scientific method. He just denies Einstein to be mean. I mean, Selective and Cole really showed what kind of players they are.
Yeah.
Einstein for Hannes instant. Let's go.
Einstein with 1 science production. That is a sad Einstein.
You get no bonus. It's just a spite Einstein. Yeah, I see it. I mean, why not?
Why not? Sure.
It's so good for LPPL. Zero Stein. There we go.
Keinstein would be the German way to say it. It works.
Oh.
Yeah,
Indeed.
doesn't deny him. So LPL, unless there's another leader coming out, he will go for him. Probably,
Snap
right?
take.
Yeah.
This is a slam dunk. 14 science plus 8.
Yeah.
Computers on the way.
Okay, I'll go really quickly. Be right back, guys. Have fun with the chat.
All right. Let's have fun.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, Hana's genius revealed with Rats and Dark Ages. Who are we to? He had perfect. Like, he had 0 food and 0 philosophy to lose. It was beautiful, but this end game is going to be rough. Going leaderless is always rough, and I think Einstein is truly one of the few avenues that LPPL can get enough culture to win the game, because not only does Einstein help with the impacts, but he has no resources, so he can't really build any urban buildings to get that culture. He has to just do techs. And look at that, engineering, Einstein, and it's just all sitting there waiting for
rockets, maybe. I mean, but Hannes has no science again, but yeah. Rocket.
I mean, I don't even think LPPL needs a government. He just to maximize, but engineering is key. Engineering will allow him to do computers. Pretty simple. Getting one up. Yeah, so I think that iconoclasm was very good, and I'm guessing Hannes did not see that. I don't know of many Napoleon players that see that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, Steve Jobs would have been disaster, right? Like, Steve Jobs is so much worse than Einstein for LPPL because he has 3 rocket turn.
Okay, what did I miss?
Nothing.
Nothing. Perfect.
We're just saying that, like, you know, Einstein is one of the few ways that LPPL can win, with impact and Einstein with engineering, and Hana's going leaderless.
I mean, it still feels like there's a military out for LPPL too.
Yep. Grab the rockets.
With the right leader. I mean, Hana's like he can't develop anything. He can't. How can he get much stronger? Right? How he does
Get the science.
Okay, and LPL grabs everything.
Yes. Defensive army.
Oh, defensive army is stronger. Hannes can't go for that.
And he goes for the lab to avoid corruption.
And he did take rockets. Also,
Yeah,
sorry.
electing Einstein would have given him 1 more science, so it's not a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Setting up computer's turn, though. Hannes is in trouble, I feel.
Yeah. People can go for Einstein, computers, and engineering. And then
And
engineering
Harvard.
saves a lot.
Oh, Harvard makes things so complicated for war. Wow, that game just turned on a dime because of that Ico. Hannes is playing Raid Shadow Legends.
Really?
Salsa.
At the same
Well, what
time?
a beast.
Streaming and
What a
playing both at the same time? What a guy. What a crazy guy. Yeah, if you guys want to see... what?
He's not pressured. He just doesn't have the adrenals spiked. He's just completely relaxed. It's just a side game on my app. Mental game, coaching.
Crazy. So
many men.
Does Hannes go for Manhattan Project? I mean, gives a lot of culture.
I think actually Manhattan is perfect for his engineering. He's going to get 1 culture from Manhattan Project.
Yeah. That's a lot.
All pig vampire, yes. If your adrenals are spiked when you're playing someone, you cannot think clearly.
Why is Hannes not playing an event here?
Because he's weaker.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
And
I mean, if we're
If it's
if we're under the idea that there's a colony in there that's going to help his science or I guess Cold War. Yeah, he can't reveal Cold War now.
I think it's
right?
Cold War.
He needs that.
But Cold War is not going to be looking better next turn, maybe?
No.
Actually, it's not Cold War because he did navigation, right? So maybe he just has to flip here.
Yeah, I mean, satellites give you some strength. You have Napoleon, maybe.
So if Cold War and like Develop 2 is in there, he should flip.
He just doubled his science production in one turn. Pretty impressive.
I don't know if Hannes is playing right now because that's he built a lab.
That's forbidden.
Oh, he should have pushed. Oh.
Yeah.
Every scrap of culture is going to matter here too.
And the thing is, Hannes doesn't need this. I mean, he's probably going to win the inhabited territory, but he doesn't need it. And LPPL would be very happy to get it. So Hannes has to go for 8. Probably still just a warrior. Or maybe one
he has a
rifleman.
defense card, right? Yeah. Can't give it to him. You know, it's a funny thing too because there is diminishing returns on every resource, and I know Hannes has a huge man advantage, but if they're just sitting idle,
they don't do anything. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of resources.
They're basically off the table, right?
I mean, that's why he built an extra religion and extra philosophy last turn, because he has the population, but not the resource to do something more efficient with them.
I think this is where printing presses come in real handy.
Yeah.
And dramas.
And Shakespeare. Shakespeare with dramas and printing presses. That's the dream. They don't cost anything. Oh, has he sent a rifleman?
Ooh.
And then we're gonna see computers. Can you go for Einstein computers and the engineering? Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin in movies, but no tech, no science.
Yeah.
Yeah. Science. Killing him.
Oh, you can build it anyway. And he didn't take Manhattan.
He still has a culture lead, so we don't want to count him out, but it's starting to look a little bit rough for him, right? I mean, yeah, six population, that can be good for a lot of impacts, but...
So maybe he does efficient upgrade just to clear his hand and takes military buildup, and he has to take military buildup, I feel.
Okay, so
this is running away. LPL, yeah, this is running away very quick. Oh my goodness. Just all those level 2 techs ready to go for Einstein.
Yeah, but finally Churchill, finally another leader for Hannes. Churchill will be very good for him. But this colony...
if Hannes had taken scientific methods of navigation, changed everything because he could have taken Einstein himself.
Yeah, yeah.
Churchill's big, but it takes all his civil actions. But it allows cavalrymen if he has classic army.
Wow, they paid for that one.
He had to pay for that one. Hopefully not an army. That could be...
One man? I think it's one man.
You really think so? Oh, yeah. Just, not even a cannon,
it.
just so that's perfect.
Oh.
That's perfect for him.
Oh,
clean.
Cool. Yeah, I think LPBL is very favored to win.
Yeah, definitely.
Military buildup and rev.
He has what, 2 turns left, maybe?
Hannes has to
maybe 3.
Yeah. Or LPBL can
there's not a lot of time to catch up, right?
That's true, yeah. But there's still impacts, but yeah, one from
there's
each.
No good impact for Hannes. Happiness, maybe? That's it?
Population.
Population and harmony.
Harmony is very good as well.
LPPL doesn't even need to war. He just needs to do his Einstein.
But
he could, though.
He could. If Hannes doesn't take the military theory, which he can't. I mean, Hannes' hand is full. He wants Churchill.
Oh,
can't
LPPL gets it. Oh, no, it's not his turn. Okay.
Yeah, but Hannes... His hand is full. He can get rid of the efficient upgrade easily, but he wants the revolutionary idea. He wants the military theory, but he has 3 technologies in hand which he can't use because he doesn't have the science, and an engineering genius which he can't use because he doesn't have wonder. So he has 1 hand space. Takes Churchill and does nothing else, yeah. So we could definitely see a war from LPPL. There's not a lot of resource from Hannes. He has 10 resources.
Churchill for culture, not for building. Interesting.
He didn't have any... Well, I guess he could
have territory.
He could have built a rifleman, yeah. Could have built a rifle.
Yeah.
This territory is big. That's 14. That's 11 culture. gonna be important.
This is
This is tough. I don't. Can LPPL catch up? I'm not even sure.
Hannes gets it for nothing.
He's down by 40, and he has. I mean, I guess he's gonna get 2 turns. So
You know what? I think Hannes has a huge. I didn't realize the lead was that big. 90.
Yeah,
90
now
to
with
15.
the historic territory, it's really big.
I think LPPL had to put in a little bit extra there.
I mean, LPPL gets 2 techs a turn. It just brings him even. How's he gonna get 40 more?
I think he had to put at least. Oh, he put in 4, so he put in 2 swordsmen. He has no defense cards. Okay. So LPL could not afford to put an army into it, but maybe he had to bid an army.
Yeah. I mean, we criticized the navigation, but it's doing a lot of work with all of these territories.
Yeah. I think actually LPPL had to bid the entire army at least, because he could use military buildup with Harvard this turn, and he could do military theory and satellites to get stronger. He's got infinite science.
Yeah. I wonder why LPPL maybe it doesn't have a war, or maybe it didn't want to go for it. But I think a war would have been
A little
amazing
worried
for
about
him.
impact of tech and impact of progress, both of which would be basically the equivalent of a wonder.
Yeah, really. Imagine a bit of progress.
16 culture swing is just a lot for no work. You just seed it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he's confident that he doesn't need a war. Maybe says, okay, I have these impacts. He's drawn 4 extra cards, no 5 extra cards from the strategic territory. So, yeah.
I'm very sad that Dideo and PV4, those are some of my favorite players to watch just for their creativity. And I think yesterday my favorite match is you tuned in at the end of PV4's match where it looked hopeless for him, and then he just in the last 2 turns he just did magic and won. That was incredible.
So LPBL is definitely fishing for something. He's searching for a way. Okay, he finds something. Computers.
He has to take endowment here, right?
Oh, he goes for 1 next turn. But he doesn't build. He doesn't grab military buildup. And no military theory.
Whoa, I'm confused.
Yeah, me as well.
Giving military buildup to Hannes is just so good for him right now. He has 6 men sitting there.
Yeah.
And he can go for strategy or military theory next turn, so military actions is not the problem. He could still have a tactic from H2 for the cavalryman.
He's just baiting the war because I think LPVL has other plans. I don't think he's trying to war him, is he?
Or he's waiting for the United Nations, but he doesn't have the resource for that.
It's Iraq. What is going on?
I mean, yes, he can go for 2 air... No, he can only go for 1 air force.
Hannes can just delay the game and threaten war next turn, so I don't really know.
Wait, Hannes... Oh no, he can't. He can't end it, can he?
No, I think that's why he couldn't take a single card, LPBL. But okay, he has classic army, I think, with that.
Of course. Oh boy.
No, he could have. Hannes could have ended the age.
But he needs Rev Idea for air forces. But isn't military buildup? If he could have just fit 1 military buildup in, he could have had a monster army.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have enough MAs anyway. Okay. So it's a hybrid war, huh?
It's no war from LPBL.
Oh.
International agreement.
Oh. Is that...
Can
he do something by ending the age? No, he can. I think Hannes can still war, right?
I don't... Hannes can't war. What are you...
Hybrid.
And if LPL ends
No.
the age, doesn't he lose his 2 H2 techs he wants to develop?
There's no way that Hannes goes for the war, I think.
I think Hannes has hybrid war.
I think there's no way that Hannes goes for a war. I think he's not in a position to do that.
Really?
I mean, how? Even hybrid,
Hybrid-
one, then one Air Force. That's not enough. LPPL can go for Air Force himself.
Well, he has 3 rock.
Yeah, plus reserves.
reserve.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Hybrid.
with Himeji, maybe with Himeji.
I mean, maybe,
close.
but I don't see it.
LPPL won't be able to play politics next turn. That's correct.
If he takes it, if he takes the
takes it,
agreement.
yeah.
I think he should.
What cards does he take though?
He's got all the techs to do for his final turn.
And look at that, my food has arrived. This time it's rice. It's rice. Very nice.
Wow, I have no idea. This is a very close finish. He's all the civil actions though.
Oh, he didn't take it. He has another good impact.
Yeah, he doesn't want to end it because he has all the level 2 techs that he wants to research for Einstein, right?
He didn't research him though.
Oh,
There's got to be impact of technology. That's what LPBL is
yeah.
relying on. He gets a lot of technologies. Hannes
And he can do
has
level 2.
1.
I mean, each tech was 4 culture.
But Hannes can't deny all of them. LPL will still get Pro Sports, Oil, and Air Force are still there. He can go for 3 technologies.
My God, what a finish! Hybrid War. I think that was really greedy by LP. If he's assuming that Hannes has Hybrid War, which I would, by the way. If he does Hybrid War, doesn't Hannes just take professional sports? And then
Does it? I don't. I mean, I don't know. You just take an uprising as LPPL, right? If it costs you 7 culture, it doesn't cost you much.
it's so rough, especially for well, it's a really close game, but also it could disrupt his turn, right? Like LPPL just wants to do nothing but take techs and research them.
I
And
think
if
we're
Hannes is-
assuming way too much. First of all, he has to have the Hybrid War. So, and I still don't see it really. I mean, yeah, if he has it, but it's only Hybrid War. You can ignore it. I guess you can't ignore the happy faces, but
The only reason this is the turn before for Hannes, right? Hannes set up for this.
yes, Kate, it does taste very good. Thank you very much.
I'm willing to bet that Hannes is Hybrid War. I would be shocked if he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't.
Oh my
So,
God! No!
You regret that bet quite fast, right? And the second you say it, he doesn't do it.
He skipped
Hannes.
politics also.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't draw a lot of cards. What do you expect? You want him to have Hybrid War when he drew like 5 cards? He only has 3,
Maybe
probably
Hannes
doesn't
is
have
good.
any impacts. I think LPBL wins this with impacts because one of them is impact of tech, and that's gonna be like 7 technologies against 1.
Ouch.
And then
Oh,
I guess
man.
impact of strength, Hannes might have had to do that for just for impact of strength at the end. We shall see.
Mm.
Hannes could have impact of pop.
Harmony 60
Harmony.
to 20. Not enough. Not enough. I mean,
Oh
it's,
boy.
now we have. I think we have 4 impacts from LPPL because the
Oh.
Harmony was from Hannes.
Progress, variety, technology. And then Hannes has population, which would be huge. Colonies.
I don't think he has. I don't think he has one more. He didn't play one last turn.
Ugh. Strength and population would be Hannes. And happiness.
These theologies, man, they're doing work. They're giving him the happy
Yeah.
faces.
Alright, we know technology has to be because of the oil.
Yeah. I mean, oil is also because of Einstein. Just 3 culture, but I
Yeah.
think impacts carry this.
Oh my god.
It's close.
Oh, that
The,
engineering 3 useless. Ugh.
So he'll get pro sports. That's his only one, right? I guess he could do Air Force still.
Cooter, that is absolutely correct. Impact of population is huge for Hannes right now.
Unemployment
every
does
unemployed-
not disrupt population, guys. Even if you're unemployed, you still count as a human.
Every life matters.
You just have to be happy, right?
They just have to be happy and surplused. Yeah, his colonies isn't even that good. It's just +3. LPPL was able to get a couple.
But yes, Nakimis, if you're unhappy, you're not a human. You don't count as a human if you're unhappy. So
What a weird game.
Tell me right now, guys, what do you think? Who's gonna win? Like you two.
I think LPPL
Yeah.
has done a lot more with his last few turns.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's LPPL. I mean, he goes into impacts down 20, maybe 19, and it's easy to catch up. It seems.
That's technology
assuming
low.
you got good impact draws. Right?
Technology
Yeah,
low
the
is-
impacts are everything here.
And what are we looking at? 7 technologies times 4 is over 20.
28 to 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets it all back on that one, and he has 3 other impacts in.
But Hannes does have the last word. And for example, he could be Hannes didn't push yet, did he? So he didn't have anything.
He can't.
No,
he
he
didn't
didn't.
push last time and can't push now, I think.
Yeah.
I think if Hannes has strength and or population, I think he wins this. I think the population is ridiculous. And he has strength. Okay.
Technology, yeah. I mean, that alone. 28 to 4. That flips it completely. Competition, okay. 8 to 11, that makes it close. Variety, 16 to 12. And the last one is...
Huh?
Science. 10 to 0. So congrats, LPPL.
Wow! Hannes didn't have any of the good
Wow.
ones.
What a game. That impact of technology, man. That impact of tech. Well played, LPPL. What a game. What a game.
Man.
He survived
Theology.
reds. He survived science reds. He survived everything.
Theology
Right.
FT Dubs.
Monk style.
Drunk
I
monk
can't
style,
believe
yes.
FTL won that one. That was the Einstein was everything. That was such a good Einstein.
Yeah, maybe Hannes should have denied him.
I think the hate draft of Einstein is real.
Yeah.
I don't know strategic territory bidding was such a blunder. You should have fought. Yeah, I think fighting hard for that strategic for all the impacts.
So if LPPL didn't have Einstein, would he? I mean,
Yeah, I think
all
that.
other things being equal, he would still have won.
No, I think Hannes could have done meth. I love the way we're phrasing it. Hannes did not go for meth that one turn.
Yeah, that was big. Yeah.
Meth was the error. Meth was the win. Blame the meth.
Oh man, that was crazy.
What an epic game. Ladies and gentlemen at home, do not skip the meth. It's disastrous.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. He's so confusing. LPPL.
Yeah, but it works. Theology, man. Theology. I'm always going to grab theology for 2. You win
It
against
was so
Hannes, you
funny.
against Thursday.
I forgot what DJ Parson was saying to me. I was just stunned at this theology.
Yeah.
All right.
So I've contacted Ender again, because I think that game is still going on. Or they haven't started yet, I don't know. They are both Chinese players, so they're not that active in the Discord. So yeah, guys, that was the first semi-final, and we have another semi-final, as you can see, Enderigan versus Lawang, and then the grand final, which is going to be best of 3, and they're going to be battling it out for $100, 75 for the first exactly, and 25 for the second, which is going to be insane. And yeah, congratulations to LPPL being the first one in the grand final, and now we just have to find out who's going to be his opponent, and for that we have to find these players and ask for the code.
You thought it was $100 buy-in, Kaizen?
Oh, that'd be different.
I guarantee you no one would miss their matches if it was $100.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as I said, I'm trying to contact these guys. Don't go anywhere, guys. We have the next game very shortly.
This is hype. I'm so excited for watching one of these matches.
I mean,
Ender Wiggins versus Lao Huang.
I mean, those two we knew, but who would have guessed that LPPL would make it to the finals? We have the poll. I don't know if anybody voted for him.
It's such a murderer's row of players in this tournament.
Yeah.
There are so many players. It would be fun for the viewers to have like a bracket similar to like, you know, the basketball brackets, where if they guess it right, they get some kind of prize.
Yeah, said that like a fantasy league. That would be amazing.
Oh, a fantasy GTA league.
Yeah.
I actually this is a real suggestion. I think this is very exciting for the viewers.
Okay, Ender Wiggins against Lawang are almost finished now. So I guess they won't be giving us the code.
Almerac and DJ Parson, do you guys ever play this game live?
Like in real life? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. I read right behind me is my live, my real version of GTA.
Not very often.
So you have done it.
Yes.
Excellent.
Not very often.
We're gonna have to. If I ever make if travel ever lifts again and I can make the trip out to Germany, one live game against DJ Parson would be great.
That would be amazing.
That's on the bucket list.
Yes.
Oh, Jim, you got the real life version also. Congratulations.
But I don't have the expansion, so it would be pretty weird to play without the expansion again. Some old feelings, overpowered Napoleon.
I'll bring the expansion, DJ Parson.
Oh, you have it, but then we have the German version of the base game and the expansion in English, which I mean, we know the cards, I guess. You don't need the text.
I don't need to read the cards. But the question is, are you going to slip in that St. Peter's Basilica for 4 and 4, or is it 161?
It's got to be 161. Okay, we have the code Zigapena. Nice, you can see the end of that match. And Franz, I'm from North Rhine-Westphalia. That's where I live in Germany. Good old NRW. So let's show you guys this. Oh, well, turn 17. So we are in here for the end. Yeah, two turns left. Now, are you guys in? Then we can get a quick overview.
Gaudi versus Gates.
And we see Pierre. Are we going to see Pierre elected by Lao Wang? Then I would know who I'm rooting for. But oh, this is looking good for Lao Wang. 75 to 30.
Oh wow. Yes, he is producing culture this game.
Crazy.
So, LPPL apparently is rank 44 in the game.
Oh.
He's finished 631 games.
He knows his stuff.
His average result is 0.58, and he wins 63% of his two-player games.
What's his favorite urban building?
Does it say none for Hannes, or how does that work?
How do I look at that?
Okay, Laurent will go for military theory. Pierre, we see Pierre elected, finally. Coubertin Cup is saved, Pierre's elected, and he will declare the Olympic Games.
Just in time for the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Right, so Ender declares war, builds 2 air forces. Ooh,
Yeah.
This is going to be a really brutal war.
2 air forces and a cannon.
Oh my.
3 Air Forces. No.
Nah.
That is a lot of strength.
Oh,
Or that.
or that. He resigns. Okay, I mean, the opponent has Pierre. He didn't declare the Olympic Games, but what are you gonna do against Pierre? Maybe he didn't have the war, probably, right?
He didn't have the war.
He didn't have the war. Couldn't
Yeah.
try.
I
Couldn't
think if
try.
he has the war, he wins. Actually, that actually is enough. It's
Yeah.
so big.
Wow.
Power of Pierre. Opponent resigns immediately. That's the rules of the Coubertin Cup. We didn't tell you yet,
Yeah.
but those are
That's
the
a very
official rules.
flavorful 13 win right there.
It's the hidden rule.
So yeah, we have our finalists. It's gonna be LPPL versus Lao Rang. I mean, Lao Rang it's so crazy that he. I mean, is it crazy that he's so good when he played so much? But yeah, he's an amazing player. Lao Rang in the finals versus LPPL. That's gonna be the grand final of Coubertin Cup II. We're gonna take a couple of minutes break. Give Lao Rang. I mean, maybe Lao Rang doesn't need a break. He wants to finish the next game immediately. But yeah, give people a couple of minutes of break.
Isn't La Hong like he has, I don't know, dozens of games going at the same time?
Yeah,
I guess that Lao is playing right now, like
Yeah,
12.
he's just
he's out and into the next game. And yes, grand final is going to be best of 3 indeed. So at least 2 more matches to come. So don't go anywhere. Take a short break. Get something to eat. Get something to drink. Tell everybody you know that the greatest match of TTA history is going down in a couple of minutes. Tell your grandma.
A fortune on the line.
Fortune on the line. $100. These guys are fighting for. So yeah, see you guys in a minute. And get hyped.